So, let me give you a piece of advice for an extraordinary sexual life. Are you interested in that? In extraordinary sexual life? Well, here's the first tip. Whenever you are going to a sexual session, go completely relaxed. Stress is the natural killer of pleasure in a sexual act. So do your best and do not become tense. Don't let your demons take out the best of your sex. So you approximate your space and your time and your body into the bed with extreme confidence, with a certainty that you will do perfect because you are perfect. And with this absolute faith, you make love. Yep. And then you become a sexual machine. Yep. If you are extremely relaxed, without a hurry, without agenda, without any type of external pressure, you become a sexual machine, my friend. So do that experiment. So do this experiment. You will go to your next sexual session totally relax in your space, in your meditation, in your breathing, in your yoga. You will go to the next session completely in your space, in your sacred space, and let's see what type of miracles you manifest, my friend. So you have a definitive challenge after listening to this podcast. I want you to establish the definitive goal of becoming a sex machine. The first step to do that is to become completely relaxed in the sex combat, in the sex warfare. If you lose your cool, you lose your mastery. So you don't want that. You want to maintain appropriate and coordinated strategic behavior in sexual dimensions. After you become entirely relaxed, I want you to become entirely present in the moment. Don't let your mind wander in the problems, in the mundane stuff that your ego seems to be so attracted to. No. Do not contaminate your sexual session with those demonic regions. Be entirely present in the session. Understand that you are a god and a goddess co-creating an entire universe through the sexual divine act. This is a ritual. This is a ceremony of initiation. You are giving new life, new births to new opportunities through the sexual manifestation. You are not there just for sex. You are not there just for having fun and connection and attachment and all the little precious and dirty things that you love to do in bed. Yes, you are for those, but you are for a more transcendent function in sexual dynamics. You are for becoming one with love, with consciousness, becoming an infinite, compassionate being that can self-engineer through the sexual process and give massive amount of pleasure to your partner in the meanwhile. But remember, just follow these 2 tips. Become extremely relaxed before, during, and after the act. Practice your breathing, practice your yoga, practice your meditation. Become relaxed, put relaxed music. Put a podcast of Derek Israel in the background if this makes you relax. And become present. Here and now. Forever. Also important to take control and be proactive with your breathing in the sexual sessions. You know, your breathing is the greatest tool that you have in the sex warfare. And sex warfare is basically that eternal battlefield that is always taking part when potential orgasms are trying to cancel it themselves through the sexual love. So when you are having sex with your partner, it's like always you are trying to love more your partner than they love you. That is the game. That is the ultimate competition of orgasms, of love. Who can love the other more? Who can join and merge and become one entity of compassion more than the other? That is the final and ultimate conquest of eternal sexual love. That is the divine marriage between the divine moon and the divine sun. All right, so remember that breathing, that is the bridge that connects you to your self-control during that divine act. And remember, when you are having sex, you are like out of your control. You are in the wild. You are in the wild forces of the jungle that are carrying your soul out in every movement, in every kiss, in every touch. So you don't want to lose yourself so much that you actually finish too soon. So you want to maintain sexual stamina. That is the correct term. Sexual performance, sexual maintenance, and sexual stamina. You want to maintain those, and you do that by breathing deeply and slowly in every moment of the session. If you are conscious of your breath, going in and going out, going in and going out, and if you fuse your consciousness with your breath, you will satisfy your partner as no one else has before. Because guess what? Most partners that your partner had in her or his life, they were crazy breathers. They were breathing during the whole act, finishing too soon. They were sexually ignorant. They were sexually unsophisticated. They didn't have any type of complexity to their sexual dynamics. So that's why you will win. Because you are listening to the Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 2. You are practicing sexual mastery. You may be enrolled in my course that is called Sexual Mastery. Look at derekisrael.com. Search for that course, Sexual Mastery. And maybe you take into very serious business the fact that sexuality is a developmental dimension that you can actually stretch with effort, with philosophy, with practice, with new attitudes. You can literally engineer your sexual capacity. And all start by being, first tip, remember, relax, perfectly relax before, during, and after the sex act. The second tip is to become totally present here and now in what is happening in the sexual act. And the third is to fuse your consciousness. Once that you are relaxed and present, you will fuse your consciousness with your breath and you will win. Thank you for being part of the Mastermind Shortcast episode 493. This was your host, Dr. Derek Israel. And remember that you can become a Patreon supporter with just $5 per month. You can support this free, awesome, over-the-wall podcast or shortcast that every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday comes through to your ears, to your heart, and conquer every divine particle of your soul. So if you enjoyed this original music, handmade music that you heard in this podcast, this was just all made for you, free. So if you want to support, go to the link in the description below and become a Patreon supporter. Also remember that we are having a exclusive group of the Mastermind Podcast in Telegram. You can go to the description and join that group entirely free. Entirely free. And do not forget, if you are interested in more sexual mastery, go to derekisrael.com and enroll in my course, Sexual Mastery. For now, it is on Spanish, but in the next few days, I will be launching the English version as well. Mwah!